And also, we gotta get you. Who's gonna win this Mr. Olympia, Dorian? Who's gonna win this Mr. Olympia?
Honestly, no, because I don't know who's in it. Give me a few names, man.
Brandon Curry, William Bonac, Rolly Winkler, and Dexter Jackson are the 4 guys people talk most about going in.
All right, man. You want me to give you an answer? It's not easy, but I'm gonna go on what I've seen and what I've. I don't know if this is gonna happen, but you're throwing those physiques out there. Who do I think's got the best physique?
Yo, what up guys, it's your boy Williams Fitness back again with another video. So that short clip there, obviously Dorian Yates was asked by Muscular Development who he thinks will win Mr. Olympia 2019 and basically said he didn't know who was in it, and then obviously they threw out, top 3 names and he just went with William Bonac. Personally, I do agree with him. I mean, obviously you guys all know that I'm a big fan of Bonac. Good friends with William, so obviously I want him to win, but obviously realistically I think Brandon's going to win. I'm just going to touch on everybody and how their physique's looking and the progress so far. I'm going to try and make it short and sweet. I'm not trying to roll this into a 10-minute video to get more ads on it, and I've done that before. No comment. So Luke Sando has just dropped a video on YouTube. And I think Nick Strength and Power did a video the other day, or re-uploaded his video. I'm not sure, I haven't watched it yet. Just on his progress and his lead up to the Mr. Olympia. So there'll be a link in the description if you want to go and obviously give that a watch. He's obviously an up and coming bodybuilder. I sort of see Luke in a similar way as I did Nathan D'Asher a couple of years ago. Obviously, he's just burst onto the scene. And same with obviously the late great Dallas McCarver. Just brings immense size and just, stature to the stage. And that's what I love about Luke. Can't wait to see what he brings this year. Moving on from that straight to Nathan D'Asher, which I think is going to be, him. Luke Sando and Juan Morel, I think they're going to be in their own little category together just for the size and mass between them. I think they're all kind of on the same levels. I think Nathan's come on a massive way. And I think Nathan's got some brilliant symmetry. I know a lot of you guys hate, Slaty's wheels and this, that, and the other, but I think overall he's got a really good package. It can't be denied. His torso to lat, like the difference in muscle maturity, and I just think he's got the shape's all there. I just think, obviously, it's just a maturity thing for Nathan. I think over time that's going to come through and it's going to shine through. And I think, obviously, him and Luke are the ones to look out for in the up-and-coming years when all the others start, obviously, tapering off and fading away. Because I don't think Phil's got many years left in him, if I'm honest. I'd be very surprised if he does 2 more shows and then retires. Just for health conditions, really. Dexter's pretty much done this year, I think. I think he's probably going to make an announcement this year. I wouldn't be surprised. And then, obviously, you've got the likes of Kai Green never showing up, Big Ramy, etc. So, I think with Nath, who knows what the future will hold for him. Then, obviously, we have got Dexter. Dexter is recently just dropped a video on YouTube himself. I think there was an issue with some archive footage. So these are old clips that he's dropped on YouTube of him training with Charles Glass. He was a legend in his own rights. But by all means, go and check that video out of Dexter. I don't think Dexter's going to place as high as he thinks. Again, got slated in the last video because I said Dexter was being very arrogant in his comments, saying I misunderstood where he was coming from. No, I didn't misunderstand anything that he said. He said he could outlast a lot of these competitors of today. I agree, he could, but he can't outclass them and beat them. That's the difference. Just because you're still on a stage and not winning doesn't mean shit. I'm sorry. Yes, he looks brilliant. Yes, he brings millions of people, to different shows. Well, not even millions, but you know what I mean. You get the point. He's got a massive fan base. I'm not knocking Dexter. I'm not. But I'm not going to fucking sit here and go, oh, no, he's right. Yeah, in 2 years' time, if Phil quits, Dexter's going to be beating Brandon Curry, William Bonac. No, he isn't. It's absolute bollocks. He's talking shit. I'm sorry. I didn't misunderstand it. Nothing was misinterpreted. Dexter was just being very arrogant about what he was saying. And he was saying basically he could outlast. And my argument was, not even argument, opinion, was outlasting someone doesn't mean that you're beating someone. You're just still on stage. Doesn't mean a lot of these guys couldn't come back on stage. Do you know what I mean? It's not that hard for them to do. We've seen it done many, many times. Yeah, they don't even come back in that good physique. But, you know, it is what it is. I'm moving on from this. Next is Juan. I think Juan looks absolutely phenomenal. His back's looking good. I think he needs to obviously get this diet in properly now. It does look like he's having a bit of a midsection issue, which I have slowed that frame down for you. Obviously, he's just come off doing a back shot. So, I don't know. I mean, a lot of these guys have stomach issues anyway. But we'll see on the night, I think. Phil, I've just thrown Phil in here just because of the simple fact that it's Phil. And to prove that I don't think he'll be there. He doesn't look shredded at all. And a lot of you guys that are new to bodybuilding will be saying he is. He looks fucking fluffy. And yeah, I said that in a video before and I had 3 or 4 guys comment saying no, he doesn't. Yeah, he does. He actually does. He looks like he's still holding quite a bit of body fat there. And I know it's only 4 weeks out. I don't know how Phil diets down into a show. I don't know if he, you know, cycles off his carbs quite quickly towards the end. But to me, looking at that now and just what I've got going on from today, that doesn't look like a guy that is going to compete at the Mr. Olympia 2019 to me. That's just my opinion. I might be wrong. Who gives a fuck? So, moving on from that, obviously I throw Brandon in at the end. Brandon's obviously doing some dumbbell press here with Abdullah. Abdullah is one of the greatest coaches of today, and that can't be denied, I'm afraid. He has earned his place and his title of that. He's come such a long way with such a good CV of bodybuilders. Obviously, you know, Big Ramy dipped in and dipped out. Regan Grimes dipped in, dipped out. Nathan Diasha dipped in, dipped out. I think there was someone else. There was a classic physique guy. Comment below. Who was the classic physique guy that went over and then came back after about a week? I can't think. I want to say Brion, but I don't think it was Brion at all. Anyway, but Abdullah has obviously stood his ground with the likes of Rowley, with the likes of Brandon Curry, and it's shown on stage, which, you know, he's got to be commended for. So, given off what we've got this week, given off the few clips that are going on, I still stand by, obviously, my personal top 5. I don't think, obviously, Phil's going to be there. Do you guys think he looks like he's still holding quite a bit of body fat? I mean, and don't start critiquing it like I'm saying he's fat. There's a difference in bodybuilding. He, to me, looks like he's holding quite a bit of body fat. I'd say he needs to drop at least 4 or 5% more body fat to look where Brandon Curry's at right now. That's just my opinion as a fan. You know, I'm not a pro. Some of you guys even asked I want to see pictures of you. Well, go on my Instagram if you want to see pictures of me. I'm not a pro bodybuilder. Yeah, I'm into bodybuilding. Yeah, I train like a bodybuilder. I'm not a bodybuilder. I've never competed. And I don't do these shitty amateur professional shows and then jump straight on YouTube and start giving it the big one about how I know everything, because I don't. And that's the bottom line, because I said so. So on that, guys, I'm going to leave it there. I've been me, you've been you. Peace.